Honestly, if there's one of the Hivemind compilation channels, by the way, if you see any of those pop up, subscribe.
Manipulated a lot too.
Too noisy.
That album is incredible though. Like literally made me cry.
You cried.
Yes.
Real tears.
You'll cry to that album.
No, I won't.
Yeah, you will.
I am so calloused and hardened by the shit life I've lived.
Really?
Nothing could make me cry anymore.
Nothing.
I don't know. If Nick Chubb got hurt, I would be. I
If Nick Chubb got hurt, that would make you cry.
would probably. Like if a season-ending injury. No, not even. Like if a career-ending injury. Like his leg was like. Like part of it flew into the crowd. It's like I'm a little kid wearing a Chubb jersey. It's like. Holding Nick's ligaments. Yeah, like that shit would make.
I'll manipulate it a lot too.
I'm not gonna say it. All right, I'll say it. Maybe you should have.
Oh, can I just hear it again? I just want to hear it again.
What is that laugh? It's very staccato. I like it.
That sounded nice. Let's hear it again. That's my G spot. I didn't even know I had one. But that's it. We found it. After all these years.
We didn't find it. We found it. I had nothing to do with it. I had nothing to do with finding
Grant
it.
helped find it.
Right, well.
Grant found it. Oh, crack to a pine tree. A barbecue in a swimming pool. I walk around with my shoes tied. I go to sleep in a shower cap. I ate Chex Mix for cereal. Those are all real lines from his songs. Sold some Sherm to a fiend, looked like Phoebe Bridgers. I used to hate Sprouts, but now I love them. Growing up's opening your mind to new cuisines. I grew up tap dancing with Reba McEntire's older sister.
Very specific.
So you know it's true. If Dr. Phil couldn't save Bam Margera, who can? Gucci Gang by Lil Pump. Gucci 2-Time by Gucci Mane. Green Gucci Suit featuring Future by Rick Ross and Future. Yep. Gucci Flip Flops by Lil Yachty and The Bad Baby. And Gucci on My Bag by Mir. 3, 2, 1.
GameStop.
Through the Wire, come on.
Shout out to Cootie.
Yeah. When Kanye asked me to do the Through the Wire video, I couldn't say no, despite it being my daughter's first birthday. And then Kanye told me to eat shit and die. And that's when I knew it was time to spend time with my family. Although my wife and kids did not recognize me, I had the tapes to prove that I was friends with Kanye. And then Kanye threw a brick through my living room window, and that's when I knew it was time to reunite with my brother. We were going back on tour.
Let's get the next clue.
Number of eyes, 5. This really throws a wrench into things.
What the heck?
What do you mean 5 eyes?
Some sort of bug that lives for 35 years? Maybe it's a bearded dragon. What the heck kind of clue is that?
Fuck.
A 5-eyed horse?
Oh, 5-eyed horse. Ooh, the Egyptian 5-eyed horse. I think that's called a camel.
Kids are gonna grow up and be like, yeah, my daddy was a door dasher. That's crazy to me. Yeah, you know, my parents, they worked really hard. My daddy would door dash when he had time. My mom had a Depop. It was a big year when my daddy won that Fortnite tournament. That was super special for us. We got to buy an above-ground pool.
Good, honest work. We're just kind of regular folk. My daddy made his living selling usernames on Snapchat. And my mama, she was a Bang Energy girl. Follow the CEO.
Every summer when we'd visit my grandparents, we'd put our house up on Airbnb.
There's a lot of things I thought I'd go my whole life without seeing. And boy, oh boy, was I wrong.
Inflation, interest rates at 10%,
Gas prices this high.
the US dollar being worth more than the euro.
A president falling asleep talking.
Shit, the Eagles being 8-0.
Donovan Mitchell in a Cavs jersey. Never thought I'd see that.
Yep.
My own cousin die in my own arms. Right?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Crystal Pepsi coming back. I never thought I'd see that.
I didn't.
real?
No, it's not.
My uncle dying in my own
Oh
arms.
shit! Your
The
uncle
day
too?
after my cousin died in my own arms.
That
stuff like that.
seems like a coincidence.
Yeah.
Flamin' hot Mountain Dew. I mean, what are they selling out
Yeah,
here? You know
I
what I
don't
mean?
know.
Yeah, my aunt died in my arms.
Jesus.
The day after my uncle died, subsequently after my cousin died.
Subsequently,
Wow.
Whatever.
like they were related.
Have you
the
told,
deaths
have you
were
told
related?
anyone about
I'm
this?
telling you guys right now.
This doesn't seem like the right setting.
No, maybe the police
Dill
station.
pickle flavored Lay's.
Yeah, right. Those
Weird
are fun.
flavor. Yep. My grandpa dying in my own arms. The day after my aunt died in my own arms, which is the day after my uncle died in my own arms, which is the day after my
Subsequently.
cousin died in my own
Yeah.
arms.
You just gotta chalk it up to bad luck.
Yeah, at that point, it's just that's a rough week, Riley.
Yeah, it was a tough one, you know. Electric cars.
Wow. Yeah, I never saw those
Never
coming.
saw those coming. Yep.
That's it. That's all.
You're done?
That's all the crazy stuff.
My infant son died. The day after my grandpa died in my own arms was the day after my aunt died in my own arms, was the day after my uncle died in my own arms, was the day after my cousin died in my own arms.
Well, you're extremely well adjusted for all the grief that
Oh.
you've suffered. And sometimes.
And luckily I have a big wingspan. I was holding a lot of people that fifth day. That fifth day was like, oh my God.
Why were they piling on?
Well, I mean, you can understand it'd be tough to
let go.
Yeah, to let go.
Yeah. At least the last one was a baby.
Oh yeah, I kind of fit right on top. It was almost like the cherry on top
God.
of like family death Sunday.
God, that's morbid.
Actually, well, it all happened Monday through Friday, so it was Sunday, but yeah.
Tough
Well,
weekend.
time to watch the game.
Yeah, hey, still got to catch the Eagles. Anyway,
These are truly essentials. Well, you could live off this for the rest of your life.
you could not.
Sure.
There's no water in there.
How do you think the cola is a liquid?
Well, okay, sure, fine, whatever.
And then you can eat the soap and you can clean yourself with the Eggos and you use the Kool-Aid to summon the Kool-Aid man if you ever find yourself in a pinch.
Jesus Christ, man.
You've never emptied out a Kool-Aid packet, made a pentagram, slit your wrists over it, and squeezed out a little blood. And then, poof, Kool-Aid Man appears and you can give him one task. Kind of like a Meeseeks, but more satanic.
Yeah.
And then he'll take care of that task, top you off, and then he's gone for the night.
Just the way you navigate life, kind of your touch points are not similar to mine. It's becoming hard to be relatable to you.
You've never done that.
No, I've never made a pentagram out of Kool-Aid powder. Summon the Kool-Aid man so he can come here. I give him one task, he goes and does it, then tops me off and he's on his way. No, that's never happened to me.
Did you fucking drink it?
Yeah, sometimes I drink Kool-Aid.
He doesn't show up if you drink it. Don't you have something he could do? He's so...
Sorry, I've never been in a pinch and thought, hey, I really wish the Kool-Aid man was here to do one task for me, then give me a blowjob.
Think, man, he has infinite strength. He knows like 40 languages. He's merciless. He'll kill babies, old women, whatever is in his way. He'll destroy them.
Listen,
He can't be linked to the crime. You're off the hook.
Listen, I'm happy for you, man. I like that you have a life that is so exciting and vibrant, but mine is just not relatable, so I'd like to just get back to the game. I'm very excited for you to guess from this.
Me too.
That's what I thought you said. Now let me offer this as a rebuttal.
This is one of those ones, if I knew it, I'd know it. You know?
Do you know what the voice is?
Yeah, it's SquarePants. Yeah, that's SquarePants, man. Of course I know SquarePants. We went to college together. We were hazed in the same fraternity.
What is this voice?
They hazed me in SquarePants, hazed the shit out of us. We persevered, and we became brothers. Our friendship that we formed that semester would last the rest of our lives. Except I didn't know that I was taking him for granted, and when I lost him too early, it would change everything, and my kids would grow up without the uncle that they should have had.
Yeah, man. He's a fictional sponge from a Nickelodeon TV show, but
But we were in the same fraternity.
yeah, it's just not true.
And the bond we made that semester, I thought would last a lifetime.
How are you criticizing me for having an imaginary dinosaur best friend when I was a kid, and you believe that you went to college with SpongeBob SquarePants?
He should have never attempted those ridiculous motorcycle stunts. But I didn't have the heart to stop him. And, in fact, I took joy in the fanfare. And I'd say, there goes my SquarePants. That's my brother, who we got hazed together in the same fraternity. And he didn't even die in a motorcycle stunt. He died in a carryout at 3 a.m., trying to help the poor lady behind the cash register from getting robbed. The pistol went off accidentally, they said. And he's only serving 4 years for manslaughter. But if I know one thing, if it weren't for SquarePants being in that carryout that night, there would have been a lot more dead bodies in this city.
Jesus, man. Can you please just guess?
You know this one?
Yes.
Oh man, you're gonna really pull ahead here.
The fact that you don't know it is bad.
See, I'm looking at it and I see the mustache now as like the hair on the top of someone's head. Because of that gap between the upper lip,
Right.
you could fit eyes in there.
I see what you're doing there.
You'd have like a little Vietnamese man or something.
It's not the time. This is just not the time.
Oh no. Is this a bad guy?
There's really nothing. This is amazing. It's amazing stuff. I'm so glad you don't know.
It's not a bad guy?
Just jot down a little guess and we'll get it over with, you know?
Oh, I hate you guys. 3, 2, 1.
Martin Luther King Jr.
Yeah, Luther Vandross.
How did you guess the wrong Luther?
The 5 most common words used in the Bible.
Whoa.
Fuck.
The 5 most common words used in the
Just hit
Bible?
me, you know? Yeah.
So this is excluding like the and shit like that, right?
Yeah. What do they call them?
Articles.
Articles.
There's no articles.
Okay.
I wrote an article about the Bible.
Jesus
It was
Christ.
a negative review.
God's giving male manipulator energy.
Regardless of the criticism, though, New York Times bestseller.
Yeah.
Ain't that just the way?
I'm gonna just go with the easy one. Show me God.
That is the second highest.
Oh, the
4
second.
points.
Yeah.
That's the second highest.
I think Blicky is number 1.
I'm gonna go NASCAR, like fast car NASCAR.
Chrome Hearts? Show me Chrome Hearts, Grant.
Show me ballin' like Curry.
Show me pull up in the 911.
show me like crack in the 80s.
I saw Blady at a barbecue the other day. He was eating brisket just like a normal man, and I walked up to him and I said, Trash Island. I love it. You can go to any bar in town, they're playing Blady all night long. Echo 2K, Tie Boy Digital, I mean all night long. It was a real barn burner last night. We turned up to Ice Dancer all the way through. DJ let the album play front to back. Woo! I'll tell you what, we were draining harder than a squirrel in a pickle barrel. My dad don't get the music, but I tell him, shut up, Paul, it's Drain Gang. Rip Squad. I was grinding on my cousin to Blady. Sorry, I don't want 2016. Let's think of something that happened this year, like another
The
bit.
Cavs won the finals. Are you kidding me? Came back from 3-1 down, the greatest sports championship of all time. How
Yeah.
could you forget 2016? I watched Game 5 on acid in Ann Arbor. Really? In a crowded sports bar. It was one of the most intense trips I've ever had.
Was it good?
Oh, I was freaking out. I was like in the game.
Okay, I'll ask again. Was it good? Okay.
There were 100 TVs around me and people like splashing beers around, and I was sitting there like. I was like speaking Latin to LeBron. And then he threw it off. This is the game where he threw it off glass.
Yeah.
And dunked it. And just say, I climaxed. We can say that. I can say that. on YouTube. It's
You
fine.
can say it. Yeah.
I climaxed on LSD in a sports bar in Ann Arbor.